Yo, yo, yo. Now we are in the kitchen this morning, switching things up. I've come to the realization that I do a little bit better with my workouts if I do eat a little bit before the workout. So I think I'm bringing back the cereal pre-workout. All this is requiring me to do is take out some of the rice I was going to be eating later on anyways and just replace it with some Fruity Pebbles. Because if you guys don't know, it's so good. Sorry. But if you guys don't know, Fruity Pebbles is really just sugar and rice. That's all Fruity Pebbles is. Really simple, almost no fat at all. You know, I am trying to keep the fat relatively low, just so I can eat more carbs. But not getting hardly any fats from that. Drinking it with skim milk, no fats from that. So this whole meal has 3 grams of fat, which is great, because I'll be getting the fat from the other stuff we're eating later. But I've already tracked the day up. We're going to be sitting at like 2,700 calories on the dot, which is perfect. Roughly about, I'm going to say 215 to 225 grams of protein, because like 9 grams of that protein is from like rice, so plant protein. But still pretty damn happy with how all this is going. Now, I have still intermittent fasted. As far as the fasting goes, I'm about 12 hours in. So, not a huge intermittent fast, but that 12-hour period, I do really like to go fasted because it helps me not eat in the middle of the fucking night. So, didn't do that. We did fix that problem. I do think that high-calorie day did kind of help with that. And I think that eating these carbs before my lift, because I have already done my morning cardio, before my lift is just going to make it to where we're at the end of that workout. If you guys have noticed this past week, really starting to get drained towards the end of the workout. A lot more than I noticed than I was doing with the 3,200. So I'm hoping this will actually help give me some energy for the workout. Make sure that we have plenty of energy, because obviously chest and back today, dude. I'm not going to go easy on a chest and back day, dude. Like, we're going to go hard as fuck. And it's going to be a good time. And I'm really looking forward to it. But we're going to wrap this intro up because these Fruity Pebbles are getting a little bit soggy. And Bruce over here, you guys want to see Bruce? We haven't seen Bruce in a long time. Let's take a look at Bruce. Bruce, you want to say hi? This is Bruce. She's my squirrel. Hi, baby. She's a great, great little baby girl. She's all right. Sometimes she's an asshole. Let's go ahead and feed her some chips. I got a Lay's chip here. If you guys don't know, squirrels do have basically the same. There's a little bit of a difference, but they do. She got it. We do basically have the same stomach, I guess you could say. We have a little bit of differences. Like, there's some foods I don't give her, but for the most part, she can eat just about any regular human food. Doesn't usually give her problems. In fact, she's. Whoop! I didn't mean to do that. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that either. Stay. But I think she's she may just now be turning 2. Let me think about that. I think she's turning 2. Yeah. She might be 3. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember. We've had her for a few years now. You guys don't know the story. I think she's just 2. But she fell from a tree when she was a baby. We have a lot of cats, and it wasn't the cats that I was worried about. We have a lot of birds. And when I mean birds, I mean, like, we have small birds, but dude, like, we live in such a weird part of town that, like, I think it squeezes all the animals into this little part, because we do have, like, backyard and stuff where the animals can hang out in. And, you know, there's city on that side, there's city on that side, there's city on that side, there's city on that side. So I think it squeezes them into this section. But that being said, multiple families of blue jays, which, if you guys don't know, blue jays absolutely will eat baby squirrels. They absolutely, guys, I've seen a blue jay here. I'm not kidding. It was a really hot day last summer, and there in my neighbor's house, there's a vent that they have, you know, up in the attic, kind of, I guess, to let air, heat out, and they had like bats in there. And there's a bat. If you guys don't know, bats are like the size of your finger. You know, about the size of a baby squirrel. And one fell from heat exhaustion out of the vent, and I was just looking at it because I was in the garage, and I was actually training Alex's mom. I was giving her a good workout. I was like, look at that bat over there. It just fell. And we were both looking at it, and we could see it flapping around. We were like, oh, do we need to go, like, maybe try and help it? You know, we were trying to decide that, and a blue jay came down and swooped up and picked it up and ate it. I'm not even kidding. Never seen anything that metal in my life, and I looked it up, and they do eat baby bats. Like, they do eat bats. So, crazy shit, but we've got a lot of blue jays, ravens, crows, hawks. Like, hawks do swarm around. I'll go outside sometimes, and I'll see it. It's kind of looping around. One time I saw it in the mailbox across the street, dude. You don't realize how big they are until they're like right in front of you. Dude, I'm like fucking that big. Anyways, that being said, all of that ended up with us owning a squirrel. We got a whole pen for her and everything. And we get her out sometimes. She plays around with us. She doesn't really, believe it or not, she doesn't chew on any cords. Her main thing is wood. Obviously, to gnaw down her teeth, she chews on wood quite often, which that thing's made of wood, so she tends to chew on that mostly. But surprisingly, no, she didn't chew on a lot of stuff, or she's really not as destructive as you think she would be for a wild squirrel. I think we've domesticated her a little bit. She does like getting snuggles. She does like running around like crazy, like up here. Like she'll get up there and just run up and down, just kind of get some zoomies out. That's really it, man. Other than that, she usually runs around us. Nothing too crazy. But anyways, that's Bruce. If you guys are ever hearing me talk about Bruce, that's my baby girl. She is a baby girl. We've had her for about 2 years, and you know, if you guys don't know, squirrels usually live about a year out in the wild for the most part. They can live up to 20 years in you know, I can't remember the term, whatever the fuck, in with people, like if they're getting taken care of in outside of the wild. I don't know why I'm blanking on that word, but with wild squirrels, you know, they're prey animals, so typically they get eaten by birds or hawks or dogs or cats or whatever's out there. Obviously, there's a bunch of roads around here too. So when we got her as a baby, she fell from the tree. I'll give you all this little input. She fell from the tree, and there's videos of this back in my channel if y'all want to go back 2 years. But she fell from the tree. I actually think there's a video I made. Sorry, it's getting soggy. I think there was a video I made about getting Bruce that explains the story, but when she fell, it wasn't like we should just leave her out there. She was dying when we found her. So she was, I think she had smacked her nose when she fell from the tree. We don't know how she fell from the tree. It could have been a bird. It could have been another male squirrel, because male squirrels will do that to try and get the mother to start breeding again. They'll just throw the squirrels out, baby squirrels out. It's terrible, but that's what they do. And we don't know exactly what happened, but she definitely hit her nose, and she was breathing in a lot of blood, so she had pneumonia. And I could tell because I used to work at a vet clinic, and I put her up to my ear, and I could hear clicking in her breathing. It's a pretty good sign that she probably had pneumonia. So we took her in. You know, we got her back to health. I gave her some antibiotics that we had just laying around, some old antibiotics. I literally had to scrape it because they were human antibiotics, but we didn't have anything else. We were going to take it to a vet. So I just scraped it into some water and dipped a little paper towel into it and like put it in her mouth, and it worked. So she's still alive and kicking. 2 years down the road, she's our little girl. We didn't want to put her back out there because the main thing you're supposed to do, because she wasn't big enough to climb, and the mom may come back and get her, but they won't really. If she doesn't, they're just going to leave her there. And so we were just sitting there thinking risk and reward. Like she could, like more than likely what was going to happen is a cat was going to come by or a hawk and just swoop her up. So we ended up putting her in a cage, and 2 years down the road, we still got her. So that's the story of Bruce. I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys input on that since it's been a few years. But anyways, she's still with me. She's going wild in there. I might actually let her out here in a second, let her just chill out with me for a second. But I'm going to get this in before it gets any more soggy. I'll see you guys in the gym for our chest day. All right, I had to make sure that we were recording because last time I forgot to freaking make sure that the microphone was on. So the first like clip of the last video was just terrible. So we got that going again. I'm just realizing this is only be my 4th set. We got 5 sets left. We'll see how this is going. It's starting to feel pretty heavy at 315. Definitely not as many carbs in this system, but let's just see how this 405 or 4 plates feels. Come on, at least one more. That's it.
Only 7. I knew that was going to be a little tough. It's no carbs, but that's fine. We're just going to bump the weight back down. I'll do another set at 3 plates just because probably burnt myself out a little bit on those. See how it's feeling. If it's feeling okay enough, we'll go ahead and pop on like 10 pounds or so. I can say I'm getting my water in today. That's, I drank more in this because I drank another water bottle too this morning, but 3/4 of the gallon done before 12. It's not even noon yet. I'd be happy with that. Another thing I've been trying with this, lowering my arms down to here. I'm feeling a little bit more chest when I do it that way, more like a fly, you know? Yeah, we're gonna stay at that weight. All right. That was only 7. Ooh, I'm getting gas quick, even with those pre-workout carbs. It is what it is. I got to get those reps in though, so we're jumping that weight down. All right, I don't know how this is gonna feel because it's, you know, significantly less weight. So really slow and controlled on the negative is what I'm gonna really shoot for. And if we need to get 12 in, we'll get 12 in, considering we missed some reps on the last few sets. Ooh, man, it's starting to burn. Those reps are starting to get me. After this set, yeah, one more. The game plan with back is pretty simple. Plan on hitting 3 exercises, 2 for chest, because chest I'm not too worried about, but like with the back, I really have like, not have been neglecting it, but I definitely haven't been putting in as much effort as I can to it, I guess you could say. Which, you know, we need that for building more muscle, calorie burn, all that good stuff. So probably gonna start trying to get like 3 different exercises in on chest and back day. As far as chest goes, I don't know, it's just really gonna depend on a few different things. Oh, you're fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think what the idea with the back is today, chest supported rows, lat pull downs, underhanded, and then I kind of want to hit some shrugs, honestly. It's going to hit, you know, the back in a bunch of like 3 different ways. You know, we're getting a middle back, lower trap, upper trap kind of thing going on, and lats on all of those, of course, hitting in different angles. So that's going to be solid. With the chest today, we are doing just a lot of volume on this and then pec deck. So that's basically the frame of today's workout. As far as like what I'm going to record, whatever I feel like, but we'll see. Let me get this last set done and we'll probably get some lat pull downs in next, to be honest. Actually, I do with this last set, I do want to, just because I haven't gotten any other sets in like this and it's a lighter set. Oh, that's a lot harder. Ooh, that felt very different. Ooh, yeah. So, did 8 sets here. I'm gonna do 6 sets. Yeah, 6 sets on back, except for the last exercise with like traps. I'm probably gonna go ahead and do like 4 sets just to hit them and send them home, like 4 sets of 25 maybe with some lighter weight. That sounds like a good plan. So let's get these lat pull downs in. All right, these are feeling pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'm doing less weight. So I'm doing sets of 12 specifically. I found 175 I can get done, but it's a little bit wild. I want to keep it at like 160 for right now. Focus on that squeeze, you know. That's the main thing. Oh, man, even that's starting to kind of get me. I'm telling you, I'm losing energy quick. I don't like it. We really need to get these reps in, and we need to get them right. So I'm gonna drop some weight. All right, just trying to get that stretch in here too. Whew. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm starting to use way too much bicep on these. We're gonna go overhand on this next one. Go not super wide grip, just overhand. I am definitely feeling the forearm activating. I was even going suicide grip for those too. Oh my God, it's just starting to get to a point where I have no control. That is crazy. I don't know what it is. I'm carved up, I think. I'm carved up relatively. Like, I don't feel like this drained yet. I don't know, that's getting me. Whatever, I'm feeling it. Probably gonna hit something else here a little bit too. Obviously, we're gonna be hitting some, you know, chest supported rows here in a second. So I think as far as what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and get my pec deck done, and then we might go ahead and do a little, should I do a pose out? Or should I wait till the end for that? We'll do a little pose out. Just see what's going on. All right, pec deck is done. I'm going to have to take this off for a second, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me, but let's check this pump. All right, how we looking? How we looking? We're gonna pop this guy. There we go. That'll work. Pump looks good. As far as the abs are going, I'm sure there's still some fat covering those babies up. Yeah, right there. So we got that. But as far as this goes, let me see if I can move y'all over. Get a double bar. We'll get a few flexes in. It's been a minute. To make sure it's pointing into reflection. Y'all are looking in a mirror right now, if you couldn't tell. The chest is feeling pretty juicy right now. I mean, the pump is there, right? So we did what we came here to do. The weight's definitely going down, son. I even took, because I still don't have any pre-workout on me yet. It's coming in tomorrow, hopefully, before the workout. But caffeine pill, a couple creatine capsules for the pre-workout. So I was kind of surprised. I wasn't able to get more reps in with those 4 plates, but it feels good. Like, everything feels like it's supposed to. I will say though, like, again, I've said this before, but I can't fucking wait for that bulk. Like, I gotta stop thinking about it. That's how much I can't wait for. Get this foot forward, boom. Keep forgetting I need to point at y'all. Looking at me. Let's check the back from the back. I've only hit lat pull down, so not a lot of back going on, but it's usually not too crazy to get that pump going. Oh man, I will say I'm cramping up. I don't know. I think a lot of that strength is just coming from the fact that no more carbs, you know? Like even though we had that high calorie day, like it wasn't like a high carb day. I didn't carb load up. I just ate a lot more calories, but I still got like 300 grams of protein. No telling how much fat that was. Like I still got in like a pound. I know for a fact that same day I got a pound of ground beef in. So that alone, you know, it's like 65 grams of fat. So see a side chest. I haven't done that one in a little bit. Oh man, my back's wanting to cramp up. I need to work on that. Still a lot we need to work on, right? But anyways, we're done. Well, I'm done recording. No, what am I saying? I'm all over the place. I still have to get chest supported rows, and y'all still need to see, because I'm gonna record the shrugs. So I'm gonna get these chest supported rows done, and then we'll record the rows. I think I said earlier that we were going to finish on rows. I meant shrugs. So high volume, not too heavy. Want to make sure that we can get that squeeze going. 5, 2, 4, 6. Ooh. 2, 3. Whew. That feels pretty good. Like nice medium weight, nothing too heavy, nothing too light. The cut's feeling pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The pump's really helping out a lot as far as like making me feel full. So I'm definitely not. Definitely low carbed up, but that's why we need that pre-workout to come in, dude. I'm telling y'all, if you're on a cut, you really are gonna want those pump factors, because otherwise if you're really cutting, your workouts are gonna be so fucking draining. My traps feel uneven. Can y'all see that? 40, 50, 60, 80, 19. Oh, God. I don't know if I want to go down or not. I'm going to give it a little bit longer rest. I need to figure out if I'm going to be doing any abs today. I mean, I don't know. Maybe what I'm doing, because I do need to do some back work. Maybe I'll do some starfish crunches in between, just to give my arms a little bit more of a break, because they do, you know, after I do arms, anything upper body, you know, if I'm doing arms, chest and back, like when I hit that bag after that, it gets pretty intense. No, go ahead, bud. You're good. All right, let's finish up these last 2 sets. You can tell too, like, y'all didn't see me do those flies, but I definitely feel like I used a little bit too much bicep on that one. You can tell because that vein's popping out right there. I'm not supposed to have a bicep pump. Which also, on those lat pull downs, I probably used a little bit of bicep. Who cares? Makes the pump look better. 6, 8, 9. 5 more. 2, 3. Ooh. Yeah, we got one more set, but it's starting to, I think it's the grip. I don't know why my grip's just been acting up. I really need to foam roll my forearm or something. kind of want to get some low to high rows in too. Might do that instead of core today because we're supposed to do core tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about it. But I definitely want to try and hit this back, you know, in a way that's going to help correct the posture. And the main thing I'm looking at is like if I pull from here, like if I had 2 D handles and a cable row, I pull from here. I like that. We're going to try that. I'm not going to record that, but I'm going to try that. And then of course, you know, after this, we're going to go ahead and get that core, cardio in, not core. Yeah, it's done. Oh, it's that grip. It's just throwing me off. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of those low to high rows in. It's not even really low to high. I might even try like belly button width. So we'll see how those feel. I'll let y'all know if they actually do me some good shit. But after that, 15 minutes of back works, 15 minutes of, I'm debating the rowing machine, but I don't really like the rowing machine they got here. It's not a compound rower, so it's not the way I like it. So we might just do it elliptical. So I'll let you guys know, but I'll see you guys in the car for post-workout.
All right. What? All right. We're done with the workout. Ooh, it's bright out here. Your boy has those baby blue eyes. That bright light really fucks him up. But anyways, workout was pretty damn good. You know, I was saying all that stuff about feeling weaker, and I'm definitely not pushing as much weight. But I definitely can tell that like the cardio wasn't as bad today. So I know those carbs helped. Like I will tell y'all, Friday and Saturday, I think I told y'all this before, the cardio was just fucking, I had to pump myself up to be like, let's do this cardio, dude. Like, come on, don't leave without doing this cardio. It was like a fucking grind. And you know, like I said, that pairs well with like what I'm used to as far as like cutting goes. The one thing that's probably going to be weird is like our weigh outs tomorrow, because we're supposed to weigh out tomorrow. But obviously, you know, I'm eating calories beforehand, so, and they're carbs. So I am definitely going to be a little bit heavier, but nothing too crazy substantial, I wouldn't imagine. So 1, I'm getting some of those electrolytes. 2, I'm drinking plenty of water. Like definitely, you know, we're down a gallon already for the day. And then 3, it just shouldn't be that much. I don't know what 3 is, but something. Anyways, the weight is probably going to be a little bit on the heavier side compared to yesterday. I don't really know what's going to happen with it, to be honest with you. So we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, don't pay too close attention. I do need to look at those trends and make sure we're going in at least the right direction, which it does so far. It does seem like we are going in the right direction. So we just got to keep going that way. But we just got to keep an eye on like how the weight's trending and stuff like that. But it should be fine. You know, making sure we're hitting that, you know, the lower body fat percentage goal. But as far as post-workout meal goes, I think, you know, we had those pre-workout Fruity Pebbles. We're probably going to go ahead and start getting in some protein, some pretty decent amount of protein. So I'm thinking just a hamburger patty with a slice of cheese, you know, get some small carbs, very small amount of carbs from that cheese, but something to restore a little bit of carbohydrates post-workout. And then later, probably about here in about 2 hours or so, I'll probably cook over a pound of ground beef with some garlic Asiago powder, which is pretty nice as well. I can eat that without any rice or anything. It's no problem. And then later tonight, I'm going to have some canned chicken, rice, and some cheese on that. So that's where the carbohydrates are going to come back in. And then we'll be done for the day as far as like eating goes. I do like tracking my calories in the morning time or something like that before I even eat, because it definitely helps me stick to the diet, because I know that I can't eat anything outside of these parameters. Or if I do, you know, say like my friends or girlfriend, you know, Alex, for example, says she wants to get DoorDash or want to go out and eat something for lunch, I can go back, figure out what I can take out, and then figure out what I can switch in, you know, once she tells me where they're going to go eat or whatever, and fit something in there if I want to, you know. So it's something that definitely helps me as far as the fat loss journey goes. But anyways, tomorrow, back on the legs. So we got glutes and hams. I kind of want to do some squats on the standing. It's not necessarily just a standing calf raise machine. It's kind of a good morning machine almost, but people do squats on them, and the way the machine's set up, it kind of makes you push your hips out more, where you're using a lot more glutes and hamstrings. Kind of the opposite of what a Smith machine does, you know. Smith machine definitely can kind of, that's exactly what it is actually. Smith machine puts pressure back here so you can kind of push back on it a little bit to help balance you out. Definitely don't recommend just leaning into it, but like, you know what I mean, where you can really focus on the quads. Whereas this seems like it, for one, you guys have seen the standing calf raise machine. They've got one in there too, but it loads you in the front, you know, and so kind of pushing your butt out more. And it's not like it's a front squat, you know, it's like, it's something that's connected to a machine, you know. Compared to a front squat, you're having to use a lot of core to hold that up. With this one, I'm sure core is definitely going to be involved, but I think the balance part won't be as big of an issue as far as that goes. So less core. So we're going to try that out, see how it rolls. If we like it, if I don't like it, you know, I might do a few sets and be like, I'm not fucking doing this, and then move to something else. But probably some deadlifts as well. I would really like to get some deadlifts in. Very high, both of those are very high calorie burning movements. So it wouldn't be bad. I think last week we didn't do deadlifts. Last gluten ham day, I don't think we did any deadlifts. So it'd be a good time too. It'd be fun to do some sumo deadlifts. Really focus on the glutes. We'll see. I don't like doing them. It doesn't feel right. I'm definitely a conventional guy. But we might play around with them for the sake of hitting the glutes. And then I definitely want to take a break on the glute raise machine for a little bit. I'm just getting kind of bored with it. That being said, anyways, I think hamstring curls are still definitely going to be in the mix. I've been kind of liking them, kind of not liking them. It's kind of a little, I don't know. On a gluten hams day, it feels wrong or sacrilege. It'd be like trying to take out leg extensions on a quads and calves day. It just feels sacrilegious. So I don't know. We may play around with that. We'll see more tomorrow and see how things are going. But I'll see you guys there. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.